Hey guys, it's Leo here, and welcome to my first Town Hall 17 video. Today I'm going to be showing you a new strategy that I've been working on, and I gotta say, I think you'll really enjoy this one. It uses the new minion prints and the Spirit Walk, two of the new toys that Supercell has given us this year. And just to give you a sense of its strength, this was the latest Clan War League that I participated in. It was in Champions 1, and I went 7 out of 7, or 21 stars, perfect Clan War League with this strategy. And on my alt account, I think it was in Masters, I went 5 out of 5 or something like that. So it's really strong and it's really consistent. If you've seen my previous videos at Town Hall 16, you'll know that I ran what I called quad heroes. In case you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you in a friendly challenge real quick. The idea behind quad heroes is you're running 2 hero charges in parallel with a fireball, and then you recall one of the heroes, and then you do this huge smash through the rest of the base. So, for example, you would do a warden charge on one corner of the base, you would do a queen charge on the other corner with the healer puppet. After a while, you would recall the queen, use the fireball somewhere, and then you would redeploy the queen along with a ground smash king, root riders, e-titan, ice golems, apprentice warden, maybe a battle drill behind. You'd overgrowth the town hall, you'd walk around it, and then when the overgrowth wore off, you would press the king ability, RC on the back end, and 3-star the base. However, if you've tried quad heroes at Town Hall 17, you'll notice that it's not as dominant as it was at Town Hall 16, and that's for a variety of reasons. The Town Hall and the Fire Spitters make the Warden charge a lot more difficult. The new Ricochet Cannon and the Multi-Archer Tower makes the mini Queen Walks, it's harder, right? Before you could get 30% of a base with a queen charge with no spells. Now it's much harder to do that because there are more big defenses on the map. But I have good news. The good news is that I found a way to modify quad heroes such that it works for Town Hall 17. And to do that, we need to make 2 major changes. The first upgrade is that instead of a queen charge, like a mini queen charge in recall, we're going to do a Royal Champion Spirit Walk in a recall. So we're going to use the new Electro Boots. I'd say you need minimum level, I'd say 9, but really I think 14 is a good stopping point. And we're going to take the Rocket Spear. I found that to be the best. And the second upgrade is instead of a king and a ground smash, with the Root Riders and the Valkyries, we're going to do a minion prince and an air smash with dragons. For equipments and pets, we're going to take the Phoenix on the minion prince. We're going to take not the frozen arrow, but the giant arrow on the queen, and with Frosty instead of the unicorn. You can also go for the king and the spiky ball. Either one works. I'd say for Legend League, the queen is better because it's more versatile. You can snipe an air defense or a sweeper if you miss one. For Wars and Clan War League, when you have time to plan, when you know what base you're going up against, I'd say the king is better, just because the spiky ball and the earthquake boots are so strong, right? You would take the pet that best fits the layout, so maybe you would take Frosty, maybe you'd take Diggy, maybe you'd take the Yak if you need to open walls, or even the Jelly. But for Legend League, I really like the queen. And again, I take Frosty on the queen instead of the unicorn because I just find that Frosty can deal with enemy heroes, can deal with like a ricochet cannon better than a unicorn would. We're going to do the fireball on the warden, same as usual with the electro owl. Went over this spirit fox, electro boots, and rocket spear. Okay, so let's show you how the army works, and then we'll go over a few replays and from Legend League and Clan War League to really hone in the concept. So a lot of it is similar to Quad Heroes, right? So like before, we're going to do a Warden charge and a Fireball, but instead of a Queen charge recall, we're going to do a Royal Champion charge recall with the Spirit Fox. So you'd have to practice a little bit, wait to 4, drop an invis, right after, she'll phase with the Spirit Fox. You can do 1 more or 2 more cycles if you want, but then you recall her, and then instead of doing a ground smash with the king, you would do an air smash with the minion prince, right? And then maybe like a stone slammer behind. And then you would redeploy the royal champion somewhere, activate her ability with the rocket spear, and of course you would have fireballed already. But that's sort of the idea. Now let's get into some replays to show you how strong this attack is. So the first replay I'm going to show you was on day 1 of Clan War League. We're against CLB Gaming, and I'm taking on Julio's base. And this base has a really a big vulnerability to air attacks, mostly because of the top section, which I'm going to take advantage of, as you'll see in the replay. So I dropped my Royal Champion right here, and the reason I want to do that is because I want to create a funnel for my Fireball. So I'm going to take out these buildings and then place the warden here by the cannon, and that'll force the warden to walk this way to the right. And my goal, of course, is to Fireball the core, right? I can get a Fire Spitter, maybe the Clan Castle, Air Sweeper, high-value targets. So Royal Champion goes down, invis her, she'll phase, and I can get all of these buildings with my Royal Champion charge, which is huge. Grand Warden goes down, recall the Royal Champion, and while this is happening, I forgot to show, but I dropped a blimp on the top side with yetis, and I took out the monolith and 2 air defenses. So, and the reason I mentioned air vulnerability earlier was because notice like the top side of the map, there's pretty much nothing that can threaten air, right? Like a single baby dragon or even some minions can take out the top 50% of the base. So essentially we used 1 siege machine to take out 50% of the base, which is super worth it. So now I'm just going to let my warden charge, and I'm just waiting for him to clear some, buildings so I can get a clean shot on the core. And I'm getting ready to put my dragons in. So I put my E-Dragon at 9 o'clock because I want to go in with my dragons by the hero hall, right? I want them to path inward toward that scatter and into the core. So the E-Drag is there to funnel. And I put my king here, which you'll see in a second. Dragons go in, and I'm on my way. Now, my fireball, unfortunately, got delayed because there was a Tesla in here, right? I was wanting to fireball, but I couldn't because there was a Tesla, and I was out of invisibility spells. So my dragons kind of got cooked a little bit, but I just patiently waited it out. And then when I got a clean shot, I fireballed, and Royal Champion with the ability, King, Spiky Ball, and the rest of the base is gone. The next replay I want to show you is on day 3 against base number 6 against this Japanese team, and it's kind of this funky Legend League style base. And on this one, the biggest threats are clearly the 3 single infernos and then these 2 rage towers. So the plan is we're going to flame flinger one of the singles, we're going to warden walk another single, and then we're going to use our royal champion to clear one of the rage towers and then fireball the other one. So let's see how it works. So warden at the bottom, flame flinger at the top. And while this is happening, I'm going to be doing a royal champion, I believe, in the upper right, if I remember correctly. Right, so I first fireball, make sure the warden is safe, and then in goes the royal champion. So funneling her in. And on this attack, I think I wasn't very careful with my royal champion because she loses the fox and actually ends up going down before I could recall her. But despite that, I was still able to triple, which just goes to show how strong the strategy is. On this attack, I decided to go in from the bottom side since my royal champion didn't get that area. And then king here with the spiky ball, and look how crushed this base is, right? I'm swagging a rage spell, a recall spell, invis spell, wardens at full health, minion prince at full health, kings at full health, and yeah, this base is gone. Now I want to show you some Legend League attacks that I've done recently. The first one is against this base. It's box style base, double rage towers. And what I decided to do here is fireball one of the rage towers, right? And then spirit walk the other one. Now, on this base, I decided to do a small spirit walk to clear this expo. That way I could place a flame flinger, which should be able to get all of these defenses. Let's see. Flame flinger goes down. Warden is healthy. And at this point, I'm just waiting for a good fireball opportunity. There's no need to rush with this army. Everything is working. Fireball goes down. Warden is going to be safe because of ice golems. And now I start my main push. So queen to funnel one side, which will create a clear path for the dragons to go in. And royal champion to clear up the core, right? Queen is working, flame flinger is working. Warden, I pulled him away from the royal champion with this E-dragon. And minion prince and the dragons on the back end. Yeah. Everything kind of converges to the middle, just like quad heroes in Town Hall 16. Okay, the next replay that I want to show you is this one. So these types of bases are quite common in upper legends where you have the central rage tower. That's kind of hard to reach with the spirit walk, but perfect for a fireball, right? So let's see what I decide to do. Okay, so I'm going to warden charge from the top side. Where do I spirit walk on this base? I think I go from the town hall. Let's see. Yep, so I decide to spirit walk here. And the reason I do that is because there's just a lot of high value stuff, right? Like a rage tower, expo, you know, just a lot of stuff that are close together. So that's why I send my royal champion there. Okay. Now you do need a little bit of multitasking for this strategy, right? You're doing a warden charge and a spirit walk at the same time, so you just kind of have to practice and get used to it. Heroes are working. Recall the royal champion. And next I'm looking at a fireball, which goes into the core, gets the clan castle. And here, I placed the E-Dragon here just because there's so many buildings, right, that the E-Drag could get for free. And I decided to place the queen here along with, right, I got the air defense with the giant arrow, along with the battle drill, because I just want her to take out this whole section, and I needed the battle drill to open up the wall for her. So just a different siege, and goes to show how versatile the army is. E-Dragon is fine because we cleared those air defenses with the giant arrow. And let's see where I put in my dragons. Okay, so I put my dragons here at the last air defense. And Royal Champion to get the monolith. So we pretty much dissected this base from start to finish. And I believe this one was a huge overkill. Yeah. Swagged my spells. And the last replay that I want to show you is this one, which is a bit similar to the last base with the central rage tower, but we're going to take a slightly different approach, and I just want to share that with you as well. So something, just before we get going, something that I look for when scouting bases are the air targeting units, right? Which is the multi-archer tower and the air defense, and possibly the monolith as well. So that's the reason I sent in my Royal Champion here, because I wanted her to take out the air defense and the multi-archer tower and then recall her. That was sort of the goal. But she ended up veering off to the town hall, and so I said, well, let's just see, like, maybe she can get the town hall. So I think I committed her to the town hall, and I didn't end up getting it, right? It's at 1 HP. And so this is why I kind of bring the queen, because look what I do. I put the queen here and I snipe the town hall. Now this was totally unplanned for and kind of adapted on the fly, but it just goes to show you the tools that you have at your disposal. So Warden is still going. Now the queen up here needs support, so I think I decided to invest my battle drill to help her out. Let's see. Warden is fighting the clan castle. No, I just keep on going. Let's see. Fireball should go off any second now. There's the fireball. Queen is safe. And then I start my dragons from this side. Royal Champion for the scattershot multi. E-Dragon to funnel. And yeah, I just steamroll through the rest of the base. So yeah, I'll put the army link in the description, and I'll also be uploading a few Legend League attacks, live attacks, in the next coming days, so you can see how I do my attacks live and what I pay attention to. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video. Hope you give this army a shot, and I'll see you all soon.